ahead. Let me press record. All right, awesome. Like I said, guys, welcome everybody to the call, the Traders Call. Every single Wednesday, we bring somebody new onto these calls, guys, where our whole purpose is to add value, build your belief, and build this culture through the roof. Guys, tonight we actually have another extra special guest that will be breaking down and going over one of the hottest and incredible tools IML provides. If you have not taken a look at the Web Analyzer, you're in luck, because tonight, as we have the creator, the founder on the call tonight to break this down, I had the fortune of actually seeing him do a live training up in Utah a few weeks ago and was blown away. So I'm excited for him to bring that value to this call with you guys tonight. So without further ado, Stephen Hooley, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. I'm here. Thank you so much for that introduction. I appreciate it.
Awesome, man. Go ahead and take it away.
All right, guys. So I won't take too much of your time. This usually ends up about a half hour, and this is kind of the game plan, okay? So I'm going to introduce the Web Analyzer for those of you who are new to it and for people who watch this in the future. That way, anybody who watches this gets introduced to the Web Analyzer just like a newbie. I'll break it down really simple, make sure to tell you which pieces to focus on, which pieces to wait on, right? We'll break it all down for you guys. And then for those of you who are experienced and those of you who are new, I will be pointing you in the correct directions you need to be in for maximum success with the software. And then there will be a second phase. So I will work with Abigail to schedule a second and third even webinars with strategists who will come on, and I'll explain to you what strategists are and why they're important, but we'll have them come personally teach you their strategies with the software on other webinars. So you'll get sequential phases and lots of support, lots of tender love and care, okay? So let's see if if the lighting is good enough to show my face here. Maybe I don't like to be a total stranger, so maybe we can turn up the light just a little bit. There we go. Okay, guys. So I'm Stephen Hooley. Like Abigail said, I'm the creator of the IML Web Analyzer, okay? So the Web Analyzer is a really unique software that we brought here to iMarkets Live for you guys, and its primary focus is helping you guys with entry points. Because I had the awesome opportunity over the past couple of years to interact in some way or another with many, many traders, hundreds, maybe even thousands, right? And I learned two key things that I want to share with you. I learned that everybody needs money. It doesn't matter if you're a single mom struggling to scrape by. It doesn't matter if you're a bachelor living the life. It doesn't matter if you're a multimillionaire trying to buy your next property or fund your next deal. You need more money. Everyone does, right? That's key data point number one. Key data point number two is that everybody who enters the trading niche, at least from what I've seen, struggles with entry points. And if you're new, it's because you don't know, and that's expected, right? And if you are experienced, it's usually because you don't have a consistent system or you don't really want to spend all the time it takes to chart and find setups, because you can have these cool indicators and these magic things that plot all your lines, but at the end of the day, you still have to spend the time to do all that and find your setups, right? So those were two key data points that I found, and so that's primarily what the Web Analyzer focuses on, is telling you, hey, here was this little event that happened in the market. Look here. Okay, and so just to give you a little bit about the Web Analyzer without giving you all the secret sauce, the proprietary stuff, right? The Web Analyzer basically centers around volume. And for those of you who don't know what that is, let me break it down really simple, okay? If the market moves, if you see those little candles or those little bars on the chart that you see all the time in IML, if you see them move and new candles on the chart, that means the market is moved because there are orders, there are bids and asks, there is volume, there are buys and sells in the market, right? There are buys and sells in the market, and it's moving the market. And what the algorithm kind of focuses on is, okay, so the market moves, and it was a pretty good move, but should we be focused on a bullish move or a bearish move? And for those of you who don't really know what that means, you can kind of Google stuff like this, but I'll kind of make it easy for you. bearish would mean sell, bullish would mean buy, typically, right? Typically, we'd be looking for a sell in a bearish move and a buy in a bullish move, okay? So the web analyzer will say, hey, look here, right? And then we use what we call strategies. Now let me share my screen so you can kind of see what I'm talking about, okay? So we've got the IML Web Analyzer right here, okay? We'll refresh the page. There we go. So you can see over here on the right-hand side, you've got these entry points, right? These high probability entry points where the web analyzer says, hey, red would mean, hey, I think I found a bearish volume spike, right? Maybe I want to look here. Now, what do, right? So you see a lot of features. You see a lot of features here. And at first glance, people say, well, any software I buy, whether it's Forex related, whether it's, this video game that I buy, it's kind of intimidating at first. So I want you guys to focus on these key things, and everything else is just extra. Right here is, like I said, those high probability entry points. The only thing I want you to focus on to start is the strategies. Now, strategies are super important because when you see one of these boxes pop up, this one popped up 12 minutes ago, almost 13 minutes ago, you're going to use a strategy to say, okay, what are these squiggly lines? We call them indicators for those who are a little bit more experienced, but what do these squiggly lines need to look like? What does this chart with all these bars need to look like? What does the time of the day need to be? Do I need to check these news headlines, right? Basically, what do I need to see before I pull the trigger and enter into any trades? Okay? Or what do I need to see if I'm trying to get out of a trade? The strategies that we have will tell you everything you need to know about getting in and out of trades. Everything, okay? Now, strategies are unique because they allow us to custom tailor your trading experience to the web analyzer. One common question we get is the web analyzer like the harmonic scanner? Is it like swipe trades? How is it different? Well, the harmonic scanner and swipe trades are really great softwares, but they're very black and white. You've got expert traders on swipe trades giving you signal setups, right? That's what they call it. They give you these signal setups. They give you all the numbers, and you just kind of copy and paste. And the harmonic scanner is kind of similar, except for it's an algorithm that focuses on harmonic patterns. For those of you who don't know what harmonics are, it's like triangles and stuff in the market. And when you see those triangles, you perform an action, right? You perform an action based on those triangles that you see. And the software will tell you what action to take, kind of like the web analyzer, right? But it prints all the numbers for you. It's very black and white. And that's great for a lot of people, but some people want to empower themselves. Some people don't just want to have black and white numbers. Some people want, right? Some people want to have that flexibility, not only that empowerment, but that flexibility and the ability to do it themselves, right? They don't just want the numbers given to them. And so that's where the web analyzer kind of enters the space, right? If for some reason the markets are out of whack and the harmonic scanner's not doing good for a couple of days, or swipe trades, a couple of traders are having some inconsistent days because, they're human. They're not going to have perfect days every day. They're human. Then you can use the web analyzer, and people really like this. This is kind of why it's gaining momentum. You can kind of become your own swipe trades. You can kind of become your own harmonic scanner, but it's not black and white, like I said earlier. If you want to be a scalper, boom, you can do that. We've got a strategy for that. If you want to be a swing trader, boom, you can do that. We've got a strategy for that. If you're really conservative and you're not very risky, boom, we've got a strategy for that. If you are risky, again, we've got a strategy for that. So the web analyzer is far more unique in the sense that no matter who you are as a person, we can custom tailor the trading experience to you, which is pretty powerful if you think about it. Because now, no matter who you are, there is a way for you to succeed, right, in trading and with the software, which is really powerful. The other things that are really noteworthy with the web analyzer is not just the software itself. But before I get to that, I want to point out one more thing. Like, I want you guys to only focus, out of all of the things you see on this screen, while you're getting started, I only want you to focus on, you see a setup happen. What do I do with it? I pick a strategy, right? And so when I pick a strategy, I'm going to be able to click stop loss and take profit right here, this link, which will take me to the strategies playlist, in which case you've got over 34 videos to pick from. And since it could be a little confusing at first, this is the #1 strategy. Feel free to just review this one, but we will be having strategists come and teach your team. So you'll get chances to learn from the strategists themselves, their strategy. But this is a pretty good default if you don't know, okay? That's all I want you guys to focus on while you're new. All these other flashing lights and these other features and other abilities, don't worry about them yet, okay? The Web Analyzer is a very powerful software that as you get better, there's more features for you to start using. There's more capabilities behind it, right? But you don't need them until you're there. So let's break into, like I said, about a minute or so ago, about other things that make the Web Analyzer unique. And I mentioned that it's not just the software, right? It is the ecosystem we built around the software, which is very, very powerful. Let me tell you why. Imagine you get this software, right? You go to your back office and you click on My Profile, and you go to Manage Products, and you add the Web Analyzer if you have not already, okay? And now you're saying, okay, well, I opened up the software, I logged in, what do I do? Steven told me to come in here and kind of look for a strategy, but I'm kind of unsure. He said the default one was this, right? Let me make it super easy for you guys. When you get started, and this works really well for you team builders who have prospects and you want to get them started too, but for anyone who's getting started, we created the Getting Started page. And this is a step-by-step checklist, right? What is the Web Analyzer? Plug into the Facebook group, get alerts on your mobile phone, subscribing to the YouTube channel so you can get updates on trainings and strategies. If you don't know what Forex is, boom, this will teach you a little bit about that. Don't know how to set up a demo account, boom. The point is, this will walk you through step-by-step everything you need for success with the software. And we make sure that we add anything that anybody says in feedback would make this a little bit better. So far, we have a huge success rate in the Web Analyzer Facebook group. We have thousands of people who come in and post their success all the time. We've got about almost 40,000 people in here, okay? There's a lot of people in here. And you can see that not only do they post success, but they ask questions, okay? So they ask questions, and that's really important for you new customers and your new customers that you sign up. Why? Because like I said, picture you get the software, you're wondering what to do, you're hitting this page, but you run into a question about the strategy you're gonna use, right? We said use Davin's 4 rules as like a good default, right? So what if you have a question about Davin's 4 rules? Well, boom, you come over to this Facebook group and you come ask a question. You say, hey, Davin's 4 rules, I see this, I have a question. So that means not only do you have a powerful software with powerful features and a custom tailored trading experience to you as a person, but you have phenomenal support. You have the ability to get guidance almost any time of the day on this software and the different strategies, right? That's powerful. And there's a double-edged thing here, okay? There's a double-edged thing here where if you're a builder and a marketer, imagine how cool it would be if when your prospects ask, okay, cool, you're telling me about iMarkets Live, you're telling me about this really cool Web Analyzer software, but I want to see some results, right? We get that all the time as marketers. I want results. I want to see them. How do I know this is going to work for me? Well, come show them the Facebook group, not only for support, but for the wins and success people are having, right? Consistent wins on share strategy, 70 pips on GBP USD. You see here a team having, right? Works great. Give me a call. I did 35 plus trades in a row without any losses, right? If your prospects see this, they're going to go, wow, that's pretty freaking cool. Tell me more. Then you do your pitch, you sign them up, you show them this page, right? So you don't even have to walk them through everything. You just show them this page and they get plugged in through everything. Then on top of all that, so custom tailored trading experience, powerful software, easy get started page that walks you through step by step, phenomenal support almost any time of the day from thousands of people. Then to top it all off, here's the cherry. There's the IML TV portion. We've got 6 or 7 educators in English, Spanish, and I think even French. Educators who will, because you're going to get prospects who say, well, that's cool. I can watch videos. I can go into a Facebook group. But I kind of want a little bit of a live support, right? Plug them into the IML TV Web Analyzer sessions, and now they get live support, ask questions live. And these educators will live trade with your prospects. Just picture this. Imagine you sign someone up, or even you start using the software, and within either that night, if there's a session that night, or maybe in a couple of days, you attend an IML TV session, and right then, right within your first week, you're having success with this software. You're winning trades with this software. That's not just powerful for you. That's powerful for the people you sign up. That's retention, right? That's retention. And that's happy customers, and happy customers make for a happy organization. So you get to be a happy customer. Your customers are happy customers. Now you've got this awesome momentum building in your team, and all you had to do was show them the web analyzer, get them plugged into the ecosystem, and boom, right? So we've got a phenomenal system here for you guys. We've got phenomenal features, tons of things here. Does anybody have any questions so far? If you do, feel free to post them in the chat. And this is recorded, so you will be able to go back over this and revisit this information. No questions so far? Oh, there we go. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, so as far as strategies, so now we're kind of into the Q&A portion. Strategies, I personally don't tell people what strategies I use or how I use the software, because my goal is not to have people focusing on me. It's to have people focus on my educators, or the IML educators for the Web Analyzer, and the strategists, right? So the reason that is because I want them to get spotlight. I want them to have the opportunity to teach you the strategies they come up with, okay? And like I said, we'll have sequential webinars where the strategists come and break down everything for you. And basically, an overview of what they're going to teach you is they're going to say, okay, when you see this red box, right? When you see this red box, here's what you're going to do. And they're going to tell you, you need the chart to look like XYZ. You need this squiggly line to look like XYZ, this squiggly line, etc. You're only going to do this at this time of the day, right? So they're going to actually break down, you see this, you do this, push buttons, win trades, make money, right? So for those of you who aren't clear, I need you to be more specific about what you're not clear on. So someone said a brief overview of the graphs. If you mean this bar chart, right? So this chart right here, basically, I mean, each one of these is a candle dependent on like your time frame. But really, if you've got questions about that, I would actually say go watch the IML Academy, okay? Because the IML Academy covers what is this chart, what is this bar, what is the time frame, what is this pair, this is an indicator, etc. Yeah, so this is an RSI, this is a stochastic, this is a MACD. These are what we call indicators, right? These are what we call indicators. And the strategists and the videos, they will go over what does this RSI need to look like? What does this stochastic need to look like? What does this bar chart need to look like before I enter a trade? Exactly. The strategy is specifically what will break everything down. So if you're wondering, well, what does this chart need to look like? What do I need to see of these bars? What does this RSI, this squiggly line need to look like? That's what the strategy is for. And like I said, we're going to have strategists come in and break that down for you themselves. What other questions do we have, guys? Yeah, no, it's definitely lit. That's for sure. Yeah, IML TV is phenomenal. And it's a huge, important part of the IML Web Analyzer ecosystem because those educators not only answer questions and teach you about the software, but they'll live trade with you. So you're learning and earning. You're earning while you're learning. That's a powerful concept that we love. Exactly. It's a plug and play system. You just plug in and get started. That's it. Oh, yeah. So someone said, and we get Forex and crypto. That's 100% correct. So the Web Analyzer is an add-on like swipe trades. And with your Web Analyzer add-on, you get crypto. So when you come into the Web Analyzer, you click this button right here, and now you get crypto trades. Very, very powerful because this makes it a 24/7 thing. When the Forex markets close on Friday, boom, just switch over to crypto and you can trade over the weekend. Or trade crypto and Forex and all at the same time every day, whatever you want to do. And it's broker independent, so you can choose any broker you want. You don't put any money with the Web Analyzer. You don't trade with the Web Analyzer. You don't give IML any money for trading, etc., right? You go choose your broker. You work your money out with them. You place your trades with whatever broker you choose. This is your analysis tool. This is your tool to help you become swipe trades, to help you become your own harmonic scanner, to literally empower you to make the best decisions when you're trading in the markets.
I'm sorry, what do you switch it to crypto? From Forex to crypto?
Right here. So if I want to switch to Forex, crypto, Forex, crypto. And these are two features we're testing right now, okay? So we're actually letting you guys use this for free. This opens up stocks, and this opens up metals. We're letting you guys test this for free while we work out strategies and gather data and everything. So somebody just says, Davin's 4 rules is amazing. They used it today and won 5 trades today. That's awesome, Spencer. I love it. Do you guys know that almost every webinar I get on, almost every single team, somebody or multiple people say they use the Web Analyzer successfully and they're winning trades? I don't very often have anybody say, I never have had anyone told me they hate this software. We almost never have any problems with the Web Analyzer. You know what the number one problem we have? Login issues. That's it. Nobody really comes and says to me that they're losing money, or if they do, once in a while when we get somebody who says, hey, I'm struggling, I'm not understanding, I'm not winning my trades, they either post in the Facebook group and get swarmed by a bunch of people who help them, all positive, right? They help them answer questions, say, hey, here's what I do. But even better, right? Even better, they come and we get on webinars, we do trainings, IML TV helps out. I mean, when somebody's not having a good time, when somebody's struggling, we've got a whole ecosystem to make sure they're learning and getting better. It's freaking phenomenal, guys. It's crazy awesome. I mean, it's definitely a blessing. We're so grateful to be able to serve you guys and have such an awesome platform, an awesome ecosystem. And really, like I said, we don't have problems. Our biggest problem is once in a while we get login issues, and how many pips do we want to catch today? What other questions do you guys have? My goal is that when you walk away from this webinar, you have a good sense of direction on how to get started and how to start practicing, and also how to plug in your prospects, right? I want you guys who are kind of on the edge of thinking about maybe I want to build, or you're already building, to know you can just easily plug and play your people in here and we'll get them in the ecosystem and train them up. So if there's any questions I can answer for you, I'd love to hear them. How many pips would you shoot for as a TP? Again, strategies. That's gonna vary by strategy. This is not just for scalping, actually. The Web Analyzer is not just a scalping tool. We initially focused on that, but if you want to focus on swing trading with the Web Analyzer, you can actually attend Ballet Granville's IML TV sessions, and he teaches you how to swing trade with the Granville strategy. This is a very versatile and powerful software, guys. Exactly. This is recorded, so you guys can revisit this recording for whenever you want. My favorite part about the Web Analyzer, to be totally honest, the amount of people who it's helping. When we went to the Las Vegas Rise event, I am not kidding when I say I couldn't go anywhere in the whole entire hotel without getting stopped for a picture and somebody telling me, thank you, you changed my life. That's my favorite part. I absolutely have fallen in love with how many people this is helping. I love getting on the Facebook group and seeing how many people post about their success. I love seeing people say, hey, I'm not getting it, I'm struggling, and seeing people swarm that post with love, positivity, and help. It's the most positive ecosystem, and I love it. I absolutely love it. My second favorite thing would be how versatile it is, how creative you can get, how much it can empower you, and how versatile and flexible it is. Because think about it. When you're using the harmonic scanner, right, it's a phenomenal software, but at the same time, maybe it has an inconsistent week because the markets go crazy, right? Well, you can't really adapt to that. It's just kind of a one-size-fits-all black and white thing. With the Web Analyzer, if there's a trending market, boom, use a trending strategy. If there's a ranging market, boom, use a scalping strategy, right? There is a strategy for market conditions and who you are as a person. It's so flexible. Those are my two favorite things, I would say. Any other questions? We've got about 9 minutes before this webinar kicks us off, so I'll answer you guys' questions. Anything you have for 9 more minutes, or if Abigail, if there's anything specifically you want me to cover for the next few minutes, feel free to let me know. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. We work really hard, me and Brandon Boyd, we work really hard to make sure we come in, do awesome webinars for you guys, give you a bunch of value, and do the best we can to serve you guys. So I appreciate you guys letting me know that we're doing a good job. It's very, 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 very grateful to you guys. Yeah, no, we definitely want to show you the potential of this tool and give you guidance on where to go next, how to get started, what should you do if you run into any trouble or have questions, what to do if you start getting the hang of it. You know, we want to make sure you guys have the absolute best support and guidance. You guys are absolutely welcome. Thank you guys for all the support and being here today. Yeah, so we add strategists. Someone said, do we plan to add more strategists? I've actually got 3 or 4 in the pipeline that I just haven't released their strategies yet. We've been crazy busy. Abigail, were you about to say something?
No, I was just going to say, unless anybody else had any more questions, like, you did a phenomenal job. And like I said, like, I think this really helped people get an understanding of how powerful this actually is, because I know that a lot of people don't really understand how powerful this tool actually can be for them.
Exactly. That's exactly why we started doing this huge blitz of webinars with the different teams, is so that we could help people understand, get people trained, give people the right direction to go in. You know, it's important for us to serve everyone, because we don't get any success if we don't serve you, right? We're servant leaders here in IML. That's kind of the mantra and motto we get taught. So we serve you, our lives are good. We don't serve you, our lives are no good.
Definitely. Appreciate it. You guys have any other questions for him? The man, the myth, the legend himself is on the call right now.
Sounds like everybody's good. And if we have any questions from here, feel free to give them to Abigail, and I'll answer whatever questions she brings to me, okay? All right, guys. So I will see you guys. What was that?
You're good. You're good.
Okay, perfect. So I will see you guys later. We'll get more strategists on here. Remember, to get started, it's imlwebanalyzer.com/get started. Go through that, practice, and come to the group and come to Abigail with any questions you guys have.
Thanks, Steve.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate you guys having me on.
Bye.